hate to be that guy, especially as a Philly fan, but man, congrats to the Commanders. Y'all pulled it off and made the NFC playoff picture a whole lot more interesting with this win. You guys are going to Detroit. We have to wait and find out who we're playing tomorrow night between the Vikings or the Rams. And my thoughts on this game is that Jaden Daniels truly does have that Lamar Jackson-like play, but the Washington Commanders have a lot of holes on that defense. The Bucs were running all over them, throwing the ball, running the ball. Baker was getting involved. If it wasn't for that one miscue, that one turnover, that fumble that turned into a touchdown after 2 stands on 4th and goal, that's all it took. That's all it took. It's mistakes like that. And you can say what you want about how we played today, but the Eagles, we left points on the board, but when we needed those points, we got them. We didn't cough the ball up. We made the plays necessary. We played a clean game. We won the football game. We didn't put ourselves into a position where we needed to make that miraculous comeback. I'd rather not deal with that heartache because I know that we are better than doing something like that. But kudos to the Commanders, making things a whole lot more interesting. Who do you guys think the Eagles will fare better against between the Vikings or the Rams? Because in my personal opinion, this is a blessing. I'll be able to catch the game on Sunday because they're not going to make the Vikings or the Rams play on Saturday after playing on Monday night. Traveling to Philly, they're not going to make that happen. So I'll be able to actually watch the game in full, enjoy it on my Sunday off. And personally, I'm not trying to be too overconfident, but after seeing the way the Eagles played today, knowing that they were brushing off a lot of rust and trying to get back to, getting a sense of familiarity between the players, because this is the first time in a long time we're seeing guys like Hurts and Goddard playing together as a cohesive unit in a long time, because Goddard's been hurt for a while. Hurts had the concussion for the last 3 weeks. I'm pretty happy with where we're at, knowing we can handle our business with the Rams. The Vikings, personally, outside of Justin Jefferson, don't scare me that whole much. But we'll talk more about that once we know who we're playing. This got a whole lot more interesting, and I'm all for it, despite it being, of course, of all teams, the Commanders. Being the one wild card team so far, that's one. But kudos to them. They ended a drought that needed to end, I will say. And I know Dallas Cowboy fans they might not admit it, but they're probably very upset. Same with Atlanta Falcon fans, seeing Dan Quinn do what they did. But, of course, Atlanta Falcons are happy that the Bucs are out of the playoffs. But even so, seeing Dan Quinn win these playoff games the way he is, knowing where he's been and what he has done with the Falcons and choking in the Super Bowl, and then, of course, with the Cowboys getting slaughtered by the Packers last year, it's just fun to see. Congrats to the Commanders. We'll see where the road takes us both, because we're still representing the East over here. Let's keep things rolling. Fly, Eagles, fly. See y'all tomorrow night.